I'm Emma,
I am Megan.
and we are the Sassy Besties Podcast. Welcome back to another episode. We are so excited to have you guys back. We are announcing our June book of the month, as well as just some random questions, conversations, and talking about our week.
Sounds good.
Yes. Would you like to start with your highs and lows?
Okay, yeah. We will start with my high. It probably has to do with my birthday. It was my birthday yesterday, May 28th, and it was fun shopping day. I got a million books, literally. Well, maybe not literally, but I now have like 11 Feeding McFarlane's books. I got 6 books. Well, I got 3 that is the Housemaid series, so they go together, and I got them from my mom, and then I bought 3 of my own. So,
Yay!
yeah, that was
That's
fun.
awesome!
I'm so excited to read them. So, if we do mostly read Feeding McFarlane books, I'm sorry.
Well, she is such a good author. They're really easy to read, and it's just like always a really good plot.
Yeah, plot. I know, I love it. In terms of my low, it's probably the fact that I still haven't got pay from Keeling from, like, the money I literally made in March. Not even last month. Like, because they're always, like, a month after. But, like, I should have got paid from March, like, a month ago. So, it's really frustrating. I spent a lot of time tutoring, which is good. But, like, when I don't get paid, it's just frustrating.
Yeah, I completely understand that. That sucks. I'm sorry.
So what is your high and low of the week?
So, my high of the week would probably be being able to go paddleboarding on the lake the other day. It was really fun. I have one, and I didn't go out much last year, so I'm trying to make it a point to go out this year. And I went out the other day, and it was really calming and nice. I went swimming after. Water's really chilly, but it was still really fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I would, like, love. I'm kind of scared of, like, drowning, and I don't have good balance. So, I would kind of be screwed trying to do that, but that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Fun for you. It would be fun to watch people do it.
Yeah, I'm not good at standing.
Oh, yeah, that would be hard.
So I sit or kneel more often than standing. I'm still working on the standing part. I just gotta find the right spot to stand on the paddleboard and the right stance, I guess, to just be comfortable and not
Yeah, you don't want
topsy-turvy.
I know. You don't want to be, like, scared you're gonna fall. I guess, like, I could, like, sit down, but, like, I probably could never stand up.
Standing up it's difficult for me, and I don't know how, you said are you good at balancing?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
So probably not. It probably wouldn't be good. Or at least easy. I mean, you might be able to do it, like, in a shallow spot, but
yeah,
if you were to fall, you would hit the ground, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, it would be fun, to do it as, like, maybe a YouTube short, as, like, a funny thing, but, like, for fun, I would just be too scared, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I have one, so if you would want to try, we could definitely make that a cool, fun day.
Oh yeah, that would be fun. Or at least I could just watch you and
laugh at me falling.
Yeah, that would be just as fun.
My low of the week would probably be just my allergies. I have really bad allergies today. It really started to pick up yesterday, and today I just sneezed so many times at work today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Well, I don't have allergies.
Yeah.
Thankful for that. But, like, I have had, like, when I'm sick or whatever, and sneezing, can't stop sneezing, that always sinks.
Well, the worst part is when you feel like you need to sneeze, but you don't. That's what I hate.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I guess sneeze before we started recording.
I know.
Oh, my God. Knock on wood. I hope nothing happens. Anyway. Maybe I'm getting allergies. Well, it is that time of year, but, like spring, it's like shocking. It's close to summer, actually.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Woohoo!
And then, oh wait, I almost forgot the song of the week.
Yeah.
I almost like stuck at that. But, you know what? I'm going to say my song of the week is The Manuscript by Taylor Swift.
The Manuscript.
Yeah.
Ugh.
First
Taylor
time.
Swift.
That's my first song by her.
The first one?
Well, the first one I have said in this podcast for Song of the Week.
Oh, true.
Yes. I don't want to be so crazy and do all of her songs, but I have listened to that song a few times, like this week, like more than not typical. So
I'm surprised that that's the first Taylor Swift song.
I think the reason why this is my first time is because I tend, like, there's so many songs I listen by her. Like, I love pretty much every one of her songs. But then for other artists, I find a song and I just, like, listen to it on repeat. Because it was so funny. A few years ago, my top 5 songs listened to the most, there was not one Taylor Swift song. And that's why.
Yeah, because you do the same thing that I do. You just find one song that you absolutely love and you listen to it until you're sick of it and then you don't want to hear it ever again.
Yes. I'm exactly that way.
That's how I am. And that's funny because last week I had my song of the week was by Rose Beats, and that's who it is from this week. But it's 6 instead of Doodles. It's just from the same album, but I listened to the album, and now I just can't stop listening to the one song. 6.
Oh wait, it's called like 6? Like
the number 6. Yeah.
I love that. I love songs that have like numbers in them.
Of course you do, because you're a numbers girly.
I know. One of my favorite Taylor Swift songs is 15. So...
I love that.
Then, this is so random, but on One Direction, they have a song that is called 18. I used to listen to that song so much. But, yeah, I guess we can start talking about what our book of the month for June is.
I'm so excited. Oh gosh, I dropped it.
Oh yeah, Emma has the physical book. I'm gonna be reading it just on my Kindle. Kill for me, kill for you.
Woo!
We're so excited.
We're really excited. I'm really excited because Alex Michaelitis, my favorite author, reviewed it and said unguessable and unputdownable.
Ooh. Oh wait, I didn't know he was your favorite author.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wait, he's the one that wrote The Silent Patient, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Maybe one book of the month we could read one of like another book from him. That'd be fun.
We should, because The Fury is his next book that I want to read. I think he came out with it last year. I just have found other books that I wanted to read, but I have it, so yeah. I'm ready. Ready when you are.
We should write that down.
On it!
Yeah, I love the silent pacing. So I would probably like more of his books. I need
The
to read
Maidens. Yeah, no, you should. But The Maidens was his next book. It's not like a series, but there's like one or two characters that kind of intertwine, but you don't have to read it or read them to like understand. But The Maidens wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. But definitely The Silent Patient was my favorite.
Is that like one of the few books you gave a 5 stars?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I realize you're picky with 5 stars. So.
Yeah, I should look on my Goodreads and see what books I have reviewed 5 stars.
I think you can look back at like what you rated, but I don't know Pacific. Like all your 1 stars or your 5 stars or I don't know. That's a good question.
Your rating. Let's see. Okay, I can.
Oh.
Wow, I'm actually really generous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Out of 76, 21 of them are 5 stars. But three of them are the Housemaid series. And I always forget about Riley Sager. You need to read one of his books. I have almost all of them.
Ooh, yes. I've been wanting to. I always forget.
So good. Lock Every Door is the best one.
Okay. I need to write down my list. I think I put that on my list. But then, you know what? I'll see if it's available on Libby or I'll put a hold on it. And then, if it takes a while, maybe I'll buy it.
Verity is also a 5-star, and I know it's on your list, and I'm excited for you to read it.
Me too.
So Verity is one of the books that I actually remember, like, the whole storyline, and that's wild, because I don't normally remember, like, the whole book and, like, everything about it, but that's one that's, like, stuck in my brain. Like, I don't know if it's just because of, like, how messed up it was, or if it's just, like, that's how just, like, involved in how much I loved the book. She needs to come out with another thriller because I'm gonna die.
Is that her only one? Philip?
Yeah, Colleen Hoover normally just does romances, and this is her only thriller.
Yeah, I have read one of her, maybe one. I read one of her books, only one of hers, because when I was at my Nana's, she had, like, a bunch of her books, and I read one of them, but it was a romance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to read that book. I'm so excited, and I'll keep you updated. Emma told me a good idea is to do for my vlogs with picking out books, because it's hard to choose now that I have, like, so many. Which one should I read next?
And that's how I was when I started getting into reading a few years ago, is like I was just like watching a bunch of booktube videos, and then they were like recommending a bunch of books, and I was like, oh my god, I'll write that down. And then like I don't quite remember what it's about, but like I remembered that like I wanted to read it because they sold it. They're so good at selling books.
I know.
I just had like this long list of a bunch of different books, but luckily I was able to like narrow it down a little bit. So
yeah, that's good.
Looking at my Goodreads, I think it would be cool for us to read some reviews on Kill for Me, Kill for You.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. I love how we did that last time.
All right, do you have any reviews that you want to start with while I pop mine up?
I do. So I start with the 1 star? Maybe.
Oh, yeah. I always like to start with the negative and end with the positive.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at that. Yes. Let's do that. My 1-star review is from Molly. What is up with her? Why would she do this? Anyway, she says, just put this book in my neighborhood's Lenin library box after 100 pages. So that should explain my review. She did not like this. But the one thing with reading like the 1-stars, or even just like even the 5-stars, people did say that like the first 30% or something is kind of slow, like nothing big happens, but then the last like 70%, like there's so much that happens. So you just gotta get through that, I think.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And since she only read like the first 100 pages, I mean, yeah, obviously not much is going to happen in a thriller book because everything happens in the last 20%.
I know, like, even a lot of them, I know some, they do, like, one in the middle, maybe, but, like, yeah, most of them don't do one called, like, the end. Towards the end.
Yeah. My 1-star is by Maria. It says, I found the whole premise ridiculous, and I think authors are coming up with storylines that are so out there, they are unbelievable. Definitely not for me, although I know others really liked it. I mean, there's still some hope, because she said that she knows others may like it, so...
Yeah.
Don't not read something because others give it a bad review.
Yeah, I actually like how she ended like that, because I feel like a lot of times people are like, well, it's just an awful book, and they don't think that, like, maybe it just wasn't for them. Like, we all have different tastes, so...
Yeah.
I like that. I like how it ended like that, even though she didn't like it. Okay, so my 5 stars is from Delena. And she says, I literally sat down to start reading this book at 9 p.m. And I did not put it down until I read the final page at 11:30 p.m. Which is fast.
I was just gonna say that. That's wild. 2 hours to read over 300 pages? Good for you, girl.
Yeah, she did say parentheses, in parentheses, she says, it's not a short book.
Yeah.
But, I'm just a very fast reader, and I literally did not move from my spot on the couch the entire time. So, that's how she did that. But even if I didn't move, I wouldn't be able to do that.
No, me either.
It says, if you're a fan of thrillers, read this, in all capital letters. If you're a fan of mysteries, read this, all capital letters. If you're a fan of suspense, read this! If you're a fan of romance, wait, that might be where I draw the line. I mean, there's definitely some Trish's true love in there, so what the heck, read this. This was only my second read from this author, but I truly have loved both of his books that I have read. I really need to get some more on my TBR as soon as possible. Definitely recommend.
I love that. That's a good one. So my 5-star review is from Heather, and she says, this book is an absolute banger. I found myself ripping through the pages and reading until the small hours of the morning, simply not being able to put my Kindle down. Easily handing over 5 unforgettable and thrilling stars. And then she says, for fans of The Silent Patient and Gone Girl, you should definitely read the book.
Yeah. Oh wait. I think I saw that review too. I was kind of like afraid of Gone Girl, but The Silent Patient. So, that is what keeping my hopes high. If it was just Gone Girl, I may be a little nervous.
Yeah. I also did not like Gone Girl. I couldn't get through it.
What we know about the book so far. Let's talk about that. It is about I guess, two strangers. The names are Amanda and Wendy. So they meet one day, sometime in the day. Sometime they meet at some point. And what Google says is about two women, Amanda and Wendy, who bond over their desire for revenge against men who destroy their families. So what I'm guessing is they meet and then they realize they have things in common, and then they realize, how about, you know what, let's kill the person that you don't like, or whatever. Let's kill that person for each other, is what I'm kind of understanding.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, like, they each kill each other's husbands or significant others, or they each kill someone in, like, each other's family. Something like that. And then also, I think I saw in the synopsis or some explanation of the book was there's another lady called Ruth, and she is having a rough time with her husband, I think. I think that's what I read. So maybe they both like team up and help Ruth.
Maybe. I feel like that's right. I saw there was a Ruth character.
Yeah. So I'm curious, maybe Ruth has something to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I feel like she definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a plot twist where she actually gonna kill both of them.
Girl, you never know, honestly.
I know.
Never know.
I was thinking like if it was like their husbands or someone else in their family. But that's pretty much like all we know. We don't know much at all.
No. I honestly didn't even know until Megan told me right before we were recording this podcast.
I know, I was trying to figure it out. I'm so bad at explaining things, but yeah. Basically, they meet and then they kill for each other.
Yeah,
which
like
sounds crazy.
For example, you kill someone for me and then I'll kill someone for you.
Yeah, that's simple.
Sweet and simple.
Pretty crazy. Overall, I really do love thrillers, and I have given like most of them like a 5 stars. So unless something happens, if it's crazy, I'm gonna love it and definitely give it a 5. Definitely if it blows my mind.
That's fair. I feel like, I don't know, people are just so picky with their rating.
Say the one that thought I only gave 3 stars.
I really thought that I only gave 3 5-stars, but I guess I did 21. But that was also, a lot of those books were in the beginning of my reading, like, discovering that I like reading, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely pretty easy on books, but maybe I'm starting to be a little more picky, but honestly, if I enjoy it, if it blows my mind, if I'm reading a thriller, I think I'm more picky with romance, or maybe I don't like romance. I don't know. No, I do. Actually, I do like romance. Maybe I'm just more picky with romance.
So much that just happened. So much just happened. I have a question for you.
I'm ready.
A straw. Okay. Picture a straw. You listeners, viewers, picture a straw. Maybe close your eyes. How many holes does it have?
Well, I remember, oh my god, I still have my eyes closed. I remember when you first brought it up to me, I was like 2. But now that I think about it, like, it kind of does make sense. There's one hole.
Yeah, it's just one long hole. Ready?
Yeah.
Look! One continuous long hole. But what? What's the argument? I would love to debate about this.
Come at us in the comments. Yeah. I don't know. That's such an interesting, thought. I like to think it's two, but I guess if you think about putting something in the straw, it will come out on the other side.
So it's just one hole.
Yeah.
And then there were some questions going around social media a little while ago, and it is if there are more windows or doors in the entire world.
Okay, so we talked about this on my live stream party, and I was like, there's more windows. Oh, wait, no, I said there's more doors. Did I?
Yes.
Oh, wait, what did I even say?
You said there's
and then
more
it was
doors.
funny because, yes, and then I remember everyone was like, no, there's more windows, and you know what's so funny is, at the time, we were like, oh, you have 2 windows in your room. Well, technically, I have 3. I have 3 windows. I have one in my closet. I don't know why. It actually kind of sucks. Because, you know why? Okay, this is going off a tangent. But, because I have a window in my closet, I have got clothes, damaged by the sun. So now I, block it. So then there's no sunlight coming through. Literally, it has, ruined, a few of my sweatshirts. I'm not even kidding.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it really sucks. So I wish that window would go away. And then there'll be one less window in this wall.
So I also think windows, because a lot of doors have windows and then they just cancel each other out. And then cars have a front window and a back window.
Oh my, I didn't even think of cars.
See? And then skyscrapers, there's thousands of windows. But
and a school bus?
Oh, that's a good one. Good one. Yes. But then for doors in skyscrapers, what about public restrooms? Those doors, those little doors that you lock, are those doors? Those are doors, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's wild.
You're right. Oh, I didn't even think of that. You're so good. And they have so many of them.
Wait, what about cabinet doors? In kitchens.
You're blowing my mind. I didn't even think of that. Why? I swear, I can't think. Those are doors too. Wait, are they? Wait.
I would think so, yeah. I think that they are considered doors.
When you think about cars, I don't know why I never thought of cars. It's really hard because there's so many cars, and then... But then there's so many cabinets and bathrooms, you were saying, those doors.
Yeah.
This is so hard.
I know. And maybe I want to go back and say door. Maybe there's more doors.
But then, you might guess my mind so confused, is the fact that if a door has a window, it cancels itself out.
Well, the door to get into your house, it cancels it out because there's a window on it.
But if you can get in somewhere, isn't that a door? That's
yeah, but there's
a
window. There's a window on a door, so that's why they cancel it out.
It has a window.
Yeah, because it's a door and a window.
Oh wait, so that means no cars have either.
Yes, it does. A car has a front window and a back window.
Oh, I guess. Wait, but let's say a trunk. A trunk has a window, but you can open it up. But that's not a door. That's just a trunk.
Yeah, but some of them, the trunk doesn't have the window on it, so this is the window part, and this is the trunk part that would open.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so another question that I have found is, Are there more eyes or legs in the entire world out of all of the humans, animals, bugs, all of it?
That is such a wild question to think about because, like, I remember when you first said this. I don't even know, what did I say? I feel like I always think the wrong thing.
I don't remember which one you said, but my argument for this question every single time is fish. Every single fish has eyes, no legs. So.
But what about the fish that, like, you eat? Like,
what about them?
They don't count. Like, I love salmon, so, like...
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They're still on the world.
I don't know what I'm saying. But then, like, there's so many bugs with legs.
Centipedes?
Yeah.
They have so many legs.
It is crazy.
But only 2 eyes. Do centipedes have eyes? But spiders have multiple legs.
I know, and hopefully I don't see one anytime soon.
And dogs, cats, horses have 4 legs.
Yeah. But then there's so many fish, like you said.
Yeah, and I'm always going to say eyes to this question. I don't think there is any argument against it.
You want? I'll make one out of it.
Let us know your thoughts on all of these questions, because I would love to hear everybody's side.
Yeah, I would love, like, comment down, like, your thoughts. Leave us a comment wherever you are, on Spotify or YouTube. But I don't feel like I have any good thoughts on this. I guess my first thought was legs, just because, like, we only have 2 eyes, and then, like, I mean, we also only have 2 legs. But oh wait, I just thought of something. Like, what about, like, a leg on a table? Do that count? Like, table legs? I guess, or, like, even my desk. Or, like, any, like...
I'm gonna say no, because they're not living. Let's just stick to living things.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Then there's so many, like, animals that have, well, obviously legs and eyes.
Yeah, but a lot of animals have 4 legs. Like cats, dogs, pigs, horses, cows.
Sheep.
Sheep, goats.
Yeah. I could see, like, yeah, the fish in the sea, and, well, what about, like, octopus?
Those are tentacles, not legs.
Oh. I'm so young.
No, you're not dumb. No, you're not dumb. I don't think they are legs, but other people might think they are legs. So, like, I would not qualify them as legs in this question.
Okay.
Also, this whole earth is 80% water, meaning there are more fish than animals. And we only know like 5% or 20% of the ocean. So there has to be so many more fish down there with all these eyeballs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, there's so much water. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think eyes. Yeah.
I like it. I have one more.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Are there more blades of grass or strands of hair?
I feel like I'm gonna pick the wrong one.
Well, like, think about it. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Oh, you said grass? That was quick.
Well, yeah, but let's think about it. I'm just thinking, like, some people don't have any hair.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Yes, but then, oh, wait, are you talking about, like, animals, too? Like, cats? Or you just talking about... Some pets, like, I think would consider to have, like, fur, not necessarily hair.
Yeah. I think horses have hair.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm not around horses, but yeah. Like, I would say, like, my dog has hair instead of fur. But there's so
like,
much grass.
There is so much grass. And, like, all of the fields that are in, like, parks.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is tricky. I didn't even think about this one. This one's a new one for me.
Yeah, I feel like, well, if we're thinking about, like, people...
I don't know. There's so many people on the planet. I feel like...
Yeah. But, like, how many have long hair?
It doesn't have to be long. Like, facial hair, leg hair, armpit hair.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh.
Yeah. Eyelashes, mustaches, beards.
I was literally just thinking of, like, your hair on your head.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how long it is. Like, especially because we are mammals, we're covered in hair. I'm gonna say hair just because there's so many people and hair strands are so much smaller than the blades of grass. I feel like it doesn't take up as much room, so you don't think there's as much, but there is just so much because, like, man, let me tell you, I got, like, I don't know, maybe 1 million on my head.
Now that you say, like, eyebrows, like, even facial hair, now I'm, like, thinking about it more, but it's so hard. I don't know, but there is so many people.
I know. And, like, I wonder how many strands of hair the average person has.
Oh, are you gonna Google it?
I am. Between 90,000 and 150,000.
Okay, that's it.
But there could be around 504 trillion blades of grass.
What? So wait, that's it.
Hold on. 8.2 billion times 90,000. So, but what's 7.38E13? Because that's how many strands of hair there are. Million, thousands, hundreds. So it's 738 trillion strands of hair.
Wow.
When it was 502.
Wait, the hair?
Yeah. So I multiplied the amount of people on this earth times the average amount of hair.
So wait, so it's more for hair?
Correct.
Ooh. Okay, so that's what you were saying.
Correct.
Yay! Emma got us right!
That was a deep dive.
I know some math. Okay, yeah, I promise. Well, you know what? This is a tangent. But when you go deep into math, everyone's like, oh my goodness, like, calculus is advanced math. When you major in math, calculus is just the beginning. It is not advanced math, okay? Advanced math, you're actually not dealing with numbers, okay? Joke on you. You're not dealing with numbers. You're proving why things are the way they are. So, for example, you're proving this is just the basic, and then it gets very complicated after that. But the basic proofs you start with are things like the sum of two even numbers will always be even.
The sum of two even numbers will always be even. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, because
correct.
In math, like, you have to prove that. Like, you can't just say it's fact. You can't even just say, like, an example. Because one example doesn't prove it. You have to prove it for, like, every number. The biggest number doesn't exist. It goes on forever.
Yeah.
So, you have to prove it for everything. So, that is some of the, like, that's where you start off at. Is proving that.
My brain hurts just thinking about this.
Yeah, I know. I had to take that class twice. The first proof class I had to take twice because the first time I got a C, and then oh my god, that semester. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I got a C, and I needed at least a B minus to move forward. So I took it again. I studied so hard to the point where, like, I could do this with my eyes closed. And when I took it again, I got an A. I was so proud of myself. But yeah, those are some of the proofs. It actually is kind of fun. Anyway.
Yeah, of course you think it's fun.
We definitely do have some more weird questions, random questions, but we will save that for some future episodes. And if you have any weird questions, random questions that are interesting, definitely let us know in the comments. I hope you enjoy listening or watching wherever you are. And I hope you're saying about this month, book of the month for June. It is Kill for Me, Kill for You. We are so excited, and we would love if you want to read it with us and share your thoughts. And in about a month, we will come back and share everything about the book and what we rate it, everything like that. So look forward to that. But yeah, give this video, this podcast episode, wherever you are, a like, rate, comment, share, subscribe, review us, follow us on Instagram, make sure you're on YouTube, all the things. We would really appreciate it, and we will see you in our next episode. I hope you have an amazing day, and bye.
Bye!